Today, we're going to be talking about why Carlos Alcaraz's fashion sense has a direct correlation to his success. And his fashion sense sucks, so let's just get that out of the way. But the reason it has a direct impact on his game is quite interesting. We're also going to be talking about, does the tour have a new Gael Monfils? But before we get into all of that, I'm a former ATP hitting partner, and if you like weekly tennis breakdowns, tennis picks, and just anything like that of the sort, make sure to like, subscribe, and comment. It helps the channel. Now, let's get into Carlos and his shoes. You can tell by this is the thing. You can buy all the fashion in the world, but if you don't know how to style it, it looks honestly awfully silly. Style comes from lifestyle, experience, and culture. And growing up as a pro athlete, you don't really have time to develop any of those, especially the timelines just don't exist. You're on the court all the time. The result of this, chaos when success hits. And when you've never had anything like this, you kind of just walk into a candy store like a kid and start grabbing at everything. Do you honestly, look at me in the eyes right now, do you think Carlos Alcaraz was wearing Jordans growing up? Come on. But the thing is, he's has all this success and he's just grabbing at everything that he thought was cool. And that's fine. And that's exactly why you just have that kid in a candy shop aura when you're on court and you're playing. He's able just to have pure enjoyment. Unfortunately, when that comes to the wardrobe, you kind of just grab at everything that you think is cool. And a lot of people, when they're growing up in Spain and Europe, and they kind of just see everything through a Western lens, and that's always projected as the cool side of the world, they kind of just grab at everything. That's why he has the Travis Scotts, he has the Jordans, and he has all these new makes of shoes, and he's wearing them around, and he's finishing his matches and switching shoes right away, and it's just no swag at all. But you can just see the pure enjoyment of him just getting to try everything for the first time, and that absolutely has a direct correlation, and it translates to his on-court play. It's like even when he's losing, you can see himself truly enjoying the moment, and it doesn't really affect him. Now, when you look at Sinner, he doesn't feel comfortable when he starts losing, as opposed to Alcaraz. Like when he starts losing, he can smile, he can kind of look at his coaches, laugh it off, enjoy the moment, even congratulate the other opponent. Sinner, on the other hand, he starts cramping, he starts complaining, this, that, and the third, every single time he loses without fail. And then we go ahead and we kind of see what's going on the golf course, and you see Alcaraz and Roger Federer golfing, but you see no Sinner. Which is fine, okay, but why isn't Sinner golfing with Rafa or spending time with Novak? There's clearly something going on here, and Roger does not like Sinner at all. And do you think these guys are what do you think these guys are talking about when they go golfing? Talk to me. You think they're talking about why the sky is blue? No, they're talking about Grand Slam moments and talking about weathering the storm during these important matches. And 100% Roger's giving Alcaraz tips on how to beat Sinner. And you can see it. Sinner hasn't really had a shot in a while. So it's just like these things, you all add up and you see what's happening behind the scenes, especially with tennis. It's such a silver lining sport because no one's going to outright say anything. So you really got to be good at reading the ones and twos of what's going on behind the curtains kind of deal. That being said, we have another topic coming up. We have Gael Monfils. Do we have the new one? Now, yes, we have a new Frenchman sliding around Montpellier. Is he the next Monfils? At first glance, Kwame has top 10 defense, insane for 16 years old. Forehand is loose, lethal, ceiling is very high, but right now France is very well taken care of. They have Arthur Phil's complete player, forehand, backhand, but his health is questionable, just like Tsonga's. Arthur Cazal just signed at Nike at 19, one of the youngest signings ever. So, back to Kwame, yeah, the French are really taking care of it at the end of the day, and he's the youngest player to make an open draw appearance since Nadal in I think it's been 26 years. Does he have room to get to Grand Slam territory? I think it's way too early to tell. That being said, I think the French in the last 10 years have produce some of the best tennis players in terms of across the board. They have, I think, the most top 10 players in the 100. The most players in the top 100 with over 10 players. I could be wrong on that, but again, they're doing a really good job, and I feel like there's going to be a lot of hopes and praises for this young new Frenchman coming out of France, but he's 16 years old. We got to give him time to develop. That forehand does look good. It really does look good. It's just like he's going to have to beef up a little bit, and that's going to come with age. I think if he stays at the lower levels for a little longer and develops, I think that will help his game. It was nice to kind of see him, but if he rushes up too early, I think it will impede on his development. But I know we all want to see a replacement for Monfils, and obviously the French comparison is there, but I think you already have another Monfils with Arthur Fils. Strong, I wouldn't say stronger, but more compact, faster, maybe a bit higher tennis IQ. But at the end of the day, then you can look to the left. You have Arthur Cazzo, who just looks just as good. He's 20 years old. He's already in the top 50. He is injured right now. But at the end of the day, the French just look like they have such a solid program. And if we can keep seeing them produce great players like that, it's only better. It's only good for the sport, if you will. That being said, if you guys want to jump in the Discord or join the tennis community, please drop a comment, hit me on the DMs, and we can talk about getting you in there. We have players from around the world talking tennis daily. It's a great vibe, and we'll see you in the next one.
This is the tennis show you didn't know you needed. We decode the players, we expose what actually wins matches, and we do it in a way nobody else dares to do. If you want hype, if you want honesty, if you want the deepest tennis brain in the game, you're in the right place. Welcome.
Fuck your hoe, cause she like that. Yeah, bitch, fat ass pretty, I might wife that. Niggas swear they pimpin', Scotty sippin', get your wife back. How you
Any word on where tennis director Wheeler is?
Wheeler coming back for the 2026 season, or is he done?
He's been off the grid for months. That's not like him.
The guy lives and breathes this.
He shows up, it changes the whole press room.
He is the story, not just
Back for 2026.
Tennis voice walking away
the
for
sport
good.
needs him. He's built the narrative for a decade.
Let's be honest.
Maybe
he's
the
lost
fire's
his step.
gone.
Voice has been radio silent for months.
You don't walk away from that kind of platform.
Maybe he finally
anyone
burned
can
out.
make-
Here his account's under suppression until January, but he'll be back.
The question is, can he handle the pressure when he returns?
He's the best voice in the sport. Let's not forget that.
Maybe, but some say he burned too many bridges last